Look, I understand how we got here, but I don't understand why we are here.
Why we are here, Iodem?
Yes, why we are here. Mia, we were literally on the doorstep of solving all of our problems. You could have caught up with Satoris and Minardi and defeated them, stopped them from lighting the lighthouses, we could have rescued Sheba, and then you'd have took the Lemurian ship, after we fixed it of course, and then gone to find Lemuria. And then you could have brought back Lemurian Draft and saved my master Babby. But instead, we have walked all the way back to Sahala, jumped into a pink tornado for no reason, which brought us here to an island in the middle of nowhere, where we're currently going down into a cave system with long flights of stairs when we could probably just go back into the pink tornado, which would take us back to somewhere useful, and then we could actually go back and try and save the world. The world is in peril here, and you don't seem to care.
But we do care.
But you don't care! We've literally just turned our back on what's going on, and we're in here. I mean, everything could be going wrong up there. The world could be doomed. The world probably is doomed now.
The world is fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is not fine. How can you justify things being fine?
Because time isn't passing while we're here.
But of course it's passing. We're talking right now.
The plot is not progressing while we are in this dungeon. This is an optional dungeon.
An optional dungeon? Do you really expect me to believe that the villains right now are just stood there twiddling their thumbs while we...
Oh, they are, aren't they?
They're literally just stood there twiddling their thumbs while they wait for us to catch up to them.
Yes, that's right. And while we're here, we'll get loads of optional treasure and...
You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Clearly you're going to go through this dungeon anyway, so let's just go through it. But let it be known that I am really annoyed that we did this and you didn't tell me that was what we were doing. You could have just left me outside, you know, there weren't any enemies out there.
There might have been enemies.
You know what, I'm not arguing anymore. Let's just go. Oh, adventurers and their lust for adventure. Ugh. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. When last we left off, we're currently here on Crossbone Island, exploring the massive cave system beneath it. We got past the first puzzle, and now we're going to go and deal with the second one here. But there is a second boss that we have to fight first, and I say boss loosely because right now we are substantially higher level than this encounter. We could have got here as we were crossing the Caragol Sea, but we chose not to, and instead we are here now. And this enemy will attack, and that enemy will deal barely any damage, but this one will start to buff itself, which is really bad. But a 52 attack will matter eventually, so we're going to have to deal with this grizzly as quickly as possible. That succubus is now gone, and is this one gone? Will this deal with it? The answer is yes it will. Marvellous. Which means that we only have one more grizzly to take care of. And then we'll have a puzzle beyond that we don't actually need any psynergy to solve whatsoever. Alright, are you gone? You are not gone yet. That would be a nasty attack if you actually had some attack, or if we were much lower level. But fortunately we're very well equipped, and you aren't. So there is an Aqua Sock for you, and one hit from a mace, and you are gone. But hey, we got a potion, and that's always nice, and we really want to give that, both of them actually, over to Garrett. There we go, have both of them. Excellent. This is a rather simple puzzle that just involves pushing pillars around. And you can get quite a lot of the loot already, including 222 coins. Before we entered the dungeon we got 1, and then on the first level we got 111, and then on the second level we got 222. Also we got some lucky pepper here. Let's go and use that, shall we? You are the least lucky of all of us, and now you are more lucky than most of us. We want to get over here, and there is really only one way that we can solve this puzzle, and it involves pushing this pillar first. Which then means that we can push this pillar, that it was being blocked by it, up here. And then we can push this pillar up a little bit further than we normally would have. Which then means that we can push the pillar that's next to it over to the right, and finally we can go and push this pillar up here. Marvellous. The puzzle has been solved, and for our efforts we get the Mystery Blade, which indeed is quite a mystery, and we're not really going to be using it on anyone, because it's a really bad weapon. You
you just hold on to it. We're now going to head down to the next level, but not before pushing this so that we can then get to the surface if we choose to. Alright, time to go and deal with the next boss encounter. This one here, that is a Lich and 2 fiendish ghouls. We can quite easily take care of them. I think we're going to use the Mother Gaia psynergy here. We haven't used that yet, and an eruption there, and then a tornado here, and then a glacier here. Have at thee! Boss encounter that isn't really a boss encounter. This is a really cool ability. So cool that all the other people in the party disappear while we set it off there. And there is an eruption. A lot of power indeed here. And then a glacier. These enemies have a lot of hit points though. And there is a haunt. And that didn't work. Not one bit. And just some attacks. That's absolutely fine. What we want to do now is have some attacks there, and split these up there. And there is a Sonic Smash that dealt quite a lot of damage. Goodbye, Ghoul. And is that one gone now? The Lich is not gone yet. And there is a Glacier that didn't hit Mia. Really should have aimed it a little bit further over there. But then again, it really wouldn't have done much damage to Mia. Okay, we want to split our attacks there like that, and there is another Sonic Smash. Goodbye, Lich, which means Isaac is doing nothing. But that's okay, because the Fiendish Ghoul is gone as well. And now Mia is level 25, which is brilliant. And we got a Psy Crystal. Always handy. What is in here, I wonder? There appears to be a key there that we definitely do want, and we want to give this item over to Garrett there. There we go. I wonder how we're going to get all of these items. I wonder indeed. Is there some sort of secret that we don't know about? There might indeed be. What about over here? Anything over here? Maybe. Let's find out. There is something here. We really want that item. We're going to have to try and navigate our way towards it. By doing lots of jumping. I think we can maybe get there like that. Maybe actually we can't get there like that. So we're going to have to ignore that route and head this way. We really need to... ooh, there's something over here. Probably that there, which will allow us to get over to the left-hand side. What is over here? Ah, that literally brings us back to the entrance, so we do need that key. Alright, a little bit of jumping. That will bring us over to this side. Ah, there are various treasure chests here. We do probably want all of those keys, so we're going to have to go and grab them. Let's go and do that, shall we? Can we get that one from here? No, we're going to have to go a different route to get to that one. Try get to this one, though. How are we going to reach that one? We could reach it from here, though. What do we want to do? We want to use the catch synergy here. There we go. We have one key, which is fine. We have a blue key. What we also want to do now is head over to here and get another blue key. We want to get all of these keys. There we go. We'll just grab this one as well. What a handy synergy this is. And now we have another key. Do they stack? The answer is they do not stack. So eventually Garrett's going to have to hold on to some of these. We want to get over to that item now, which would involve getting over to that northern area. And we can't do that over there, so we're going to have to go this way. Alright, jump there, and here, and over there, and north here, and then there. Excellent. We want to use a catch here, and grab this key. We also want to head a little bit further. There we go. Hold on to that for me, Garrett. We want to get over to that area. And how do we get to that area? We want to do some more jumping. It's very handy, by the way, that no enemies decide to attack us here. Very useful indeed. We want to... how do we get over there? Oh, actually, we're right there. Excellent. Never mind. And now we have this key. And who wants to bet that at least one of these will have a mimic in it? I bet at least one of them will. We're going to find out. Right over here, and hop, skip, and jump our way to victory. I imagine Iodem just grumbling at us while we do this. So that one is open, this one is open, that one is open, and this one is open. All the keys gone, all the keys are gone. We'll start with this one over here. A mimic? No, 333 coins. A mimic? No, the fairy ring. I don't remember what that does whatsoever. It acts like an elixir in battle, which is not bad whatsoever. We'll equip that. Why not? It's not too terrible. Okay, what about this item? It's a cookie, which is fantastic. We want to definitely use that. Who wants to use it? 118? You know what, actually? You're going to be using it. Why not? Is this the one with the mimic, I wonder? The answer is no, it has a smoke bomb in it, because we really needed that, I guess? We didn't need that whatsoever. Alright, here is where, can we grab the item from here, I wonder? If we cast Reveal, there it is. Will it work if we then cast Catch? The answer is excellent. We have the item that we need, the red key, which will then open up this door and allow us to move on to the next level of the Crossbone Isle cave. Not bad whatsoever. We're making some steady progress indeed. And with one push here, we can now get back to the previous area if we need to. What is down here, I wonder? The answer is probably another encounter that is going to be even tougher than the last one. One wish there will handle all that health issues, and then we'll be fighting 2 Griffins. Now, these do look a little bit nasty, so we're going to have to take care of them. Alright, maybe we'll use Protect here, that's a good idea. Also, I'm curious as to why that has the it hits everyone. It hits all 9 people, but there are only 4 people in the party. Ah well, never mind, eh? We want to, actually, why don't you use that on yourself? Because I think this is definitely going to be an encounter where, using lightning might be useful. There we go. 2 actions for you next time. Ragnarok for Isaac, though. Excellent, that really didn't deal that much damage. So it was a good thing that I decided to use Kite on Ivan. There we go. We still go before them, which is fine. And that is a tornado. Yep, that's a fair amount of damage. And that is Impact. That is not a nice thing to see whatsoever. Alright, let's use, I think, just an attack here might be a good idea. An eruption there, and then maybe, I don't know, a few tornadoes. Tornadoes might be a pretty good idea. And then, what else shall we use? We could use an Ice Horn, actually, just an attack there. Tornado number 1! That is a lot of damage. Excellent. And tornado number 2 in a moment. That will also deal a fair amount of damage. Also a Wing Flutter. That didn't do that much whatsoever, so I'm not that worried about that. Twin Beaks also didn't do that much either. Excellent. We're just going to use some attacks now, apart from Mia, who's going to use a Wish, because we desperately do need to keep our hit points at maximum. We never know what these enemies may do. They're still alive, which is more than the previous encounter had. Alright, Lightning Smog there, and that did work, which is handy. Fine! And that worked as well. That's not good. But then again, it is only Garrett. We don't need to worry about that especially. Look at all of those things that the party gains. That is just brilliant. There we go. And a Sonic Smash there. Only 107 damage. And one of the Griffins is gone. Is the other one gone now? No, it is not. But a tornado is still not a nice thing to see. Alright, even more things have been regained, and the Griffin can see clearly once more. Unfortunately, it can only clearly see its own demise, as now we get yet another potion, and we move on to the next puzzle. I think the next puzzle may involve Cloak, but I can't be certain of that. Alright, let's actually give this over to Garrett here. You know what, actually, why don't we give the Fairy Ring over to Garrett as well? Why not, eh? And then we'll do a little bit of healing, and then move on. I wonder what happens here. They all seem to be shedding light, which is handy. I wonder what the puzzle here is. Oh! They push you out of the way if they can see you. That makes sense, so we need to make sure that we avoid them wherever possible. Yep, we can't get past them whatsoever, so we're going to have to go this way. and be rather sneaky about it. Yeah, that will just keep pushing us out the way, but if we use Cloak here, maybe we can get past it. Maybe we can. Like this. There we go. Problem solved, and then we can get some nice loot over here. Excellent. That is a Psy Crystal. But I really feel like I want to go get all of that loot that's over there. Definitely want to go and get that, but we don't really have much of an opportunity to do so. Not at all, actually. Unless we cast Cloak here. Then we could get into this area. You're not going to let us actually... no, you are not, which is a little bit awkward. Apologies for the interruption there. We have returned. Let us now head down to this area and solve the rest of this floor by using not the Cloak psynergy here, but the Halt psynergy. I just had to spend a little bit of time thinking about what we could do, and then I realised that we could just freeze the moving statues in place. Admittedly, a sleep bomb isn't much loot to reward us for doing that, but there is better loot over here, I'm sure of it. I distinctly remember one item that is really good. Halt may have helped us here, but Halt won't help us here. We need to use the Cloak psynergy now. This will get us past this statue and past that one as well. There is loot over here, but this I do believe, yep, is a pile of 440 coins. And if we go over here and head over on this side, we can get past this statue and get one of the best pieces of armor in the game, the Storm Gear. The Storm Gear is really, really good. Let us just get rid of this. We really don't need it. Goodbye, Sleep Bomb. And then we'll give this over to, I don't know, we'll give it over to Garrett. Why not? Because this is a really good piece of armor. It resists water, fire, and wind. And it is really, really good in the defensive stat. I think we're going to give that over to... Let's give it over to Isaac here. Why not? You can have that. And are you using anything good? We could actually pass over this item to Garrett if he wants to use it. Why not, eh? We'll give that to you. And maybe somebody else can use this item. Can anyone? Well, nobody seems to gain much benefit from it, so we'll just let that item remain in our inventory. And we'll finally get pushed away, because now we have everything that we need here, and those, one of them is now unfrozen, and the other one is still frozen in time. We want to use Cloak here to get past, and then move on. There we go. Easily does it. Only once you spend a little bit of time thinking about other ways to solve things. We do have all of the tools that we need, and we use them quite effectively. There we go. There is one more fight that we can do here on this floor, the 5th floor, I do believe out of 10. And here is another boss fight between the Lizard King, a Harridan, and 2 stone soldiers. We know how ineffective the stone soldiers are, so we're going to deal with them pretty much immediately. We'll have a Quake Spear here, we'll have a, let's see, a Fireball here, and then we'll have a Tornado here. Actually, you could just set your Jin again, couldn't you? That seems like a good idea. You, meanwhile, are going to use, let's see, Glacier about here. There we go! Kite has been reset, and the Quake Spear will do a fair amount of damage. There we go, not a lot of damage to the Harridan, but that does make sense. There we go, 102, 110, 136, and goodbye Stone Soldier 1. The Banshee Howl will stun Garrett, which isn't that good. And that Headbutt dealt 74 points of damage. And the Debilitate there had an effect on Mia, which isn't good. Alright, what do we want to do here? We want to attack there. We want to also use, let's see, a high impact might actually be rather good. And we do want to deal with that stun. There we go! Everyone has a buff to their attack. Quite a substantial buff too. And there is the Aqua Song to take care of the Stone Soldier. These are enemies that are sort of on par with what we've been facing in the overworld, so we're getting to the point now where the encounters are going to start getting a little bit challenging. Alright, we'll deal with that there. We'll have, let's see, maybe Bind might work on you, and then we'll have a Fly Well on you. There we go. Will this work? The answer is yes, it will. Marvellous. One Aqua Sock there to take care of the Harridan, and then apply well to take care of all of that damage. And that did not work. It does show that they tried to cast Psynergy, but it fails, which is even better than them not having the option whatsoever. Just some attacks here. Will this work? The answer is no. I'm not surprised. But that won't work. Ooh, that does work, actually. That is not technically a Psynergy attack, which is surprising. Alright, we'll just do that, and then I think a Wish Well will be good here. There we go, 81 damage, 135, and 168, also pretty good. Marvellous on that healing as well. And Debilitate. You really haven't been getting much benefit out of that, though, because you haven't been attacking that much. Alright, Lizard King, it is you versus the 4 of us, and the Aqua Sock. Let's not forget the Aqua Sock, shall we? 67 points of damage. That is probably because of the Debilitate effect. Alright, more melee attacks, I think. We might as well conserve our Psynergy. There's no real reason to go overboard. There is an Ice Blessing there. Also, that is a lot of damage to Ivan. A lot of damage indeed. What do we want to do here? We can actually cure a little bit there. Why not? And one attack there, and an attack there, and then another Wish Well. Why not, eh? Aha! Sonic Smash. Excellent. Goodbye, Lizard King. You are no more. And 1 Psy Crystal is our reward. And I think the next puzzle involves using logs and water as the mechanics that we're going to be playing around with next time. But when we come back, folks, there is a lot more of this dungeon left to go, much to Iadem's disappointment. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.